Love is making waves.
Luminous Arise is an upcoming reinvention of the classic puzzle series, Lumines. Never tried a Luminous game before? Well, I'm your host Sushi Drew, and I'm here to show you everything you need to know about Luminous and the Luminous Arise demo that you can download now until September 3rd. Let's go. Luminous Arise marks the return of the beloved franchise that began over 20 years ago. At its core, Luminous is a beautifully simple, but endlessly deep, puzzle game. You're dropping 2x2 blocks built from two different colors, aiming to create 2x2 or larger squares of a single color. But here's the twist that makes Luminous special. Those 2x2 squares, well, they don't clear immediately when you form them. There's a timeline that sweeps across the screen from left to right, synchronized to the beat of the music. Only when the timeline passes through your matched single color squares do they actually disappear, generating points in progress based on how many 2x2 squares can fit in that cleared area. This creates incredible strategic depth as you're thinking about timing, positioning, and building up these areas that will create these massive point explosions as that timeline sweeps through. It's not just points on your scoreboard, it's this burst of light and sound and particle effects that make your brain release all these amazing chemicals. That moment when a massive area clears and the whole screen becomes this beautiful explosion, well, that's what keeps people playing Luminous for hours without realizing it. Every block placement, every timeline sweep, every combo creates sparkling effects, light bursts, and musical cues that make you feel like you're conducting your own performance. The game responds to every move with a symphony of sight and sound. Alright, the moment we've been waiting for, the moment I've been waiting for, a totally new mechanic in Arise: Burst. Here's how it works. As you play, you'll notice a percentage number at the top of the timeline that gradually increases. Once this hits 50% or up to a max at 100, you can press the trigger buttons, L2 or R2, to activate Burst. When you trigger Burst, everything changes. The music shifts. And suddenly, those squares that you've been forming won't clear right away. They'll just sit there, waiting. That percentage number on top of that timeline will now show you how many times that timeline will pass through before your burst color finally clears. Your job now is simple. Make that burst area as massive as possible. You want to connect many of the same color blocks to it as you can. You could build on top of it, build around it. Basically, you want to make it massive. Meanwhile, opposite blocks that are touching the burst block will be pushed to the top of the screen. When burst finally ends, the timeline sweeps across and clears the giant burst area in one spectacular explosion. But wait, did you catch that? When burst is over, the blocks held at the top fall back down into the playfield, potentially creating even more matches that'll clear with the next pass of the timeline. There's a brand new multiplayer mode called Burst Battle that you can try out right now with the demo, where you can use this burst mechanic strategically against opponents. Burst Battle is a completely new competitive mode that will get your heart racing. The garbage piles up on the sides of your playfield, making your working area smaller and smaller. And here's how the tension builds. Warning icons are overlaid on the playfield when garbage is incoming, and you only get 4 more block placements before it hits. These icons change each time you place a block until the 4th one, so you know exactly when you'll get slammed. Just how badly is this going to go? Icons at the top corners of the playfield vary in intensity depending on how much garbage is in queue to fall, and trust me, it can pile up very fast. You can clear garbage by making squares next to it, but here's the key strategy. Garbage blocks won't land on you during burst. This means burst isn't just for offense, it's your lifeline when you're under pressure. You can activate burst to stop the garbage assault and turn the tables on your opponent. In this demo, you'll be able to play tracks from Journey mode like Arise and Chameleon Groove, and there's even a special tutorial stage if you can get to the 3rd round. In the full version, however, you'll be able to pick your favorite tracks for battles. Beyond core gameplay innovations, Luminous Arise is packed with accessibility features. Found in the Options and Accessibility menu, the No Stress Luminous option modifies certain rules to make gameplay easier, such as removing game overs completely or giving the player infinite time to choose the location to drop a block. This makes it easier to just vibe out. Other options include adjusting text size, visuals, and the intensity of certain effects so you can enjoy Luminous Arise more comfortably. If you've never played a Luminous game, this demo is the perfect entry point, giving you a taste of the Burst Battle multiplayer and 3 single-player stages. The full game, however, will have over 35 handcrafted stages. And if you're a longtime fan, Luminous Arise has everything you love about the series, but made even better with today's technology. Once you experience Luminous in that perfect flow state, especially with the new burst mechanic, you'll understand why fans have been waiting so long for this moment. Luminous Arise will hit the market on November 11th for the PS5 and PSVR 2 support, and Steam with optional VR support on compatible headsets. You can pre-order or add it to your wishlist now and get ready for the good vibes. Oh, don't forget your headphones. Peace.